Daniel 1:8. Vayasem Daniel al libo, asher lo yitga'al bepatbag hamelech, veyen mishtav. Vayevakesh misar hasarisim, asher lo yitga'al. So here we get Daniel now as the subject, and the verb that we have is a call imperfect third masculine singular of the verbal root seem. We just saw this with the giving of the names. So he put names, the chief of the eunuch put names to Daniel. And again, I'm kind of going with that put or place because that's usually how we think about seem as a gloss. But once again, in Halot, we are now at definition 13b for the verbal root seem, and it means here that he took to heart or something like that when combined with al libo. So with this, we might say something like, and Daniel set upon his heart, or he set it to his heart. He had full intentions of whatever's coming, and what's coming gets introduced by this asher, something like we would say that he would not defile himself. Now the verb here is a hitpael. It's a hitpael imperfect third masculine singular. Verbal root here is ga'al, but this is not to redeem. Halot lists this one as a secondary root, meaning to defile. And then as a hitpael, you get that reflexive defile himself. And so this is what Daniel resolved, that he would not defile himself. Well, with what? Here's a bait. Got two baits here. With the provision of the king. Here's that patbag word that we've seen earlier, but again, without the makev. So we get with the portions or allotments of the king, or with the wine of his drink. So in other words, this is Daniel's resolve not to take what the king gives. And so he sought, here's a PL imperfect third masculine singular, verbal root bakash, and so he sought from the chief of the eunuchs. What did he seek? Again, we've got this asher, that means that. It's the thing that he sought. He sought that he might not defile himself. And so here's the very similar, if not the same, construction that we see earlier with the verbal root ga'al in the hitpael imperfect third masculine singular. So he sought that he would not defile himself.